Hey, FB friends and family. I just wanted to get on here and share a little bit about what my experience has been. I'm documenting this for those who are interested, but really for my kids, for when they're going through a tough time. My kids can always look at my videos and remember, because they're going through these things with me, that they can remember how life was challenging and how we rise above, how we raise our frequency, how we remain in our faith, how we are brave looking at challenges in our lives and we stand bravely in confidence and we proclaim our power and we self-love, we self-heal, and we're comfortable even when life isn't comfortable. We're comfortable in our skin. We're comfortable in who we are. We know who we are. And so I'm doing these videos to hope to inspire those that are interested, and mostly for my kids. So I wanted to share something with everyone about what this has been like. And this is what I got from my higher self this middle of the night. COVID. Consciously opening visions intuitively, dimensionally. Because that's what's happened for me and my family. But I'm going to talk about my experiences because that's their story. I'll tell you mine. Since catching it, I knew, I believe it was in 2019, they were telling me those that were going to get it, it was going to be karmic. It was going to be, not all, but some will have it for karmic purposes to serve them. The other part was those that do get it is going to assist their crown consciousness because it's supposed to expand the crown. No joke. Last night or this morning, because it was this morning, I've always been very connected to my body, and since this, I am really everything's magnified, and I could feel everything. I'm very body connected, and so last night I felt my brain. It still feels a little sore right now. It feels like electrical currents going in different parts. You literally can feel it expand. My zeal chakra was really active last night, so I was healing myself in the middle of the night. I was activating my Holy Fire Reiki, my Theta DNA healing. I was doing emotional wizardry. I was doing all my work, my meditations, my breath work in the middle of the night to help myself as I was going through these ascension changes. And I was in gratitude. And I was praying. I was thanking God, divine universe. I called and I thanked my archangels, Uriel, Sandalphon, Metatron, Gabriel, Raphael, Chamiel, Michael, angels of love, balance, strength, all my guides. I was thanking the Pleiadian Starseed family, the Orion Starseed family, because they've been with me. They're always with me. But I could feel them on my side, and then I could see them, and it's been really interesting. It's been beautiful. I feel very honored. I'm in complete gratitude. Every day, I'm loving life, even when it can be challenging and uncomfortable. And then the visions that I had. Woo, the visions. Those that have been following me or have been part of my vibe tribe throughout the years know my visions, because I get the visions during your guys' sessions. I channel through you guys. It's like our crowns and our satellites connect, and then we get a bigger honing device, and we're able to get more information. So I love it. And so those that have been with me or who've been following me or what have you, or going through sessions with me, I get channeled and I tell you guys what's going on about the planet, what's going to happen to humanity. Now, I can't tell you the date, unfortunately. I don't know that. I'm not that good yet. I'm still practicing and honing into my abilities. But I'll know. So let me share what I got last night. Last night, I was in a big, vast ocean, and it was turbulent, but I was safe. It was me to observe what was happening. And I saw that there was multiple versions of weather all in one area. lightning, thunder, raining, tornadoes. I could feel the earth underneath, like the ocean. I'm in the ocean, by the way. And I'm seeing the earth shaking and quaking. I'm in it, and nothing's happening to me. I mean, I am like, almost like if I was in some kind of bubble. But I got to feel it. I got to hear it. I could smell the ocean, the water. And they were showing me, this is the planet. We are going through a death rebirth frequency. Everyone will witness. No one can hide. This will be all globally. They were showing me all the tumults, the issues that will happen, that is necessary. And that it is those who are comfortable in the three-dimensional will stay. And then they may not make it through. And those that are ready to go 5D may stay and still may not make it through because they come in to do what they're supposed to do, and then their expiration happens. But we all have a purpose on this planet. And they told me, Jessica, you must go back to healing the planet again. Now, those that were watching me in 2020, I was showing some, not all, I don't document every single thing because I like to be private, yet I'm a very open book. I'm very comfortable with that, but I'm also cherish and hide parts of me because it's very intimate with divine universe, with God, with the planet, with nature. I don't need everyone to always see what I'm doing all the time. That's kind of weird too, in my opinion. I think it's kind of strange to always be showing every single thing. Like certain things I will put on here, and it's really, again, it's for documentation for me. Because I like that Facebook will show like where you were on a certain date, maybe 5 years ago, it'll be the same date. And I'm like, wow, I get to see my progression. So I like that. But some things I don't always want everyone to know and see because it's my life. I want to have some form of privacy. I only go on when I feel intuitively led. And so as I was experiencing these visions of the planet going through almost like as I was witnessing and observing all this and feeling it and being aware and acknowledging as I'm in the dream state, because I've been very lucid. Already with the Zeal chakra being activated, my psychic abilities went through the roof. Then right before I caught COVID, I was already channeling. I was telling certain people that I take care of in my Vibe Tribe circle, I was telling them, I go, oh my God, I'm channeling and I'm just working. Like, it's like extreme. Like, I was getting all kinds of information. So my family knows everything because I tell them all the visions that I get. I don't always go online to talk about them because I got sick or things that were happening that I felt that it was my time to be introspective, to kind of withdraw and feel everything. And like I said, consciously opening visions intuitively, dimensionally. So I've been visiting different timelines. I've been seeing hours. I've been seeing different versions of my own life that I believe that God wants me to see. That certain things that I thought were of main goal or importance, or my ideas from my past that would serve me in this timeline, they're like, you don't need any of that. That's a complete lie. That's a fallacy. And let me show you what you have in another timeline and tell me, are you not happy where you're at right now? And I was like, ooh. So I got to see some really interesting versions of myself, my life, and other timelines. And I got to feel it. I got to meet people that I knew. And yet it was me. It was a split. It was like, I'm me in that timeline. And then I am in this consciousness. So I believe our consciousness lives forever. It's like this programming that goes to different vessels. And so we carry this information, which I say this because as someone that enters the Akashic record, someone who enters multiple dimensions, and being able to pull information from, say, a person or for myself, I get to see that there are a lot of memories. It's programming from our experiences. And so they'll come upwards. So they'll come upwards in dreams. They'll come upwards as you're daydreaming, or a feeling, and you can't get out of it. You can't shake loose from it. And right now, the planet is in a position, as it's shifting out of 3D into 5D, We are all being reminded, we're all feeling right now. It's like, here, you thought you were healed from this. Let me show you there's more, to dive deeper inside. And we're going to scrape it out. And we're going to stir it up because it's time to shake it loose. Because now you've got to really feel, experience it, and now elevate from it. And so that's what I've been seeing. And then as I was watching what was happening to our planet, or that is to come, or it could be a little bit of everything that is showing us right now and that we're progressing to, it reminded me of when I was giving birth. Women are amazing. When people are like, yeah, you're such a pussy. Man, you know what? That's a fucking compliment, okay? Because pussies are fucking amazing. They are portals that transition another soul as you place your own genetics and ingredients and DNA and cell memories, and then that child or that human, that soul comes in with their own ancient, pulling it. You're birthing this soul to come out of the yoniverse, out of the vagina, out of the pussy. That's amazing that it's expansive. Or even if it's cut and opening up from the portal by receiving cesarean. Regardless, I mean, you're amazing. Amazing. You're fucking powerful. You're strong. Like, we're bleeding out and yet we're alive. Like, come on, man. Women are fucking amazing. And I love men, so I have no hatred. But I just want to remind us women, sometimes we need to be reminded how badass we are and what our bodies can do. And so going back to Mother Earth and seeing the visions, I go, oh my God. It's like Mother Earth, she's going through birthing. She's contracting, she's expanding, she's dilating, she's feeling, she's purging, she's secreting, she's being cracked open. Because it's time for us to move all of our souls. She's birthing us. All the souls have to go through this portal, this dimension, this change, this transition, this leveling up. Who goes, I don't know. But I'll tell you this, that I thank God. I thank Holy Fire Reiki. I was speaking to Holy Fire Reiki in the middle of the night. I was like, you're beautiful, you're powerful, you're gentle, you're magnificent, you're intuitive. You are here to sustain me, to support me, to strengthen me, to empower me, to bless me, to anoint me. I am blessed. I am healed. And it's been amazing. I am so grateful. So I'll tell you, I've been so introspective. And people think, let me help people that have never had the C word. Okay? Everyone thinks that this is a flu-like symptom or a cold. Now, I didn't know any better either. But I knew that because I have worked on so many clients that had already had it. And I did notice that the ones that came to me and the people in their household that did not and that also had it, they recovered much better. They got strengthened. They changed in their mental state. They changed their diet. Nothing from me telling them. It was just the work, me being the support, the doula, the energy healer, their conduit, and witnessing their power of transformation happening right before my eyes. And they changed because they caught the conscious opening vision intuitively, dimensionally. They caught it, right? Because it was time for them to open and expand, to be cracked open. And I noticed that the modality sustained them, empowered them, strengthened them. So yes, I'm doing better. And naturally, my choice, I'm not telling anyone to do anything that I'm doing. I am not a licensed doctor. I'm just sharing my experience. This is a diary for me. And if it inspires you and blesses you, then even that's a bonus. But what I'm saying is that the healing modalities that I was taught and I was told by God to do. I don't know if you guys know my personal story, but my personal story I'll put in the links. You guys can, if you're interested, you can see why I love energy healing and how it saved me. And it saved me again and my whole freaking family. We didn't have to do certain treatments that others may did, and I'm glad that they did, and I would never tell anyone you shouldn't do it or you should do this. That's your life. You're responsible for your life choices. You do what you feel is best. But what I did for me and what my family followed suit on their own, we all agreed that we were at the state of faith and trust and peace, and we did what we did because we are called to do it. And so it came very naturally for us. And so the fact that we're healing right now very naturally is, it increased my love, my devotion, my joy, my faith, It's enhancing my intuition in such an amazing, powerful way because of how it's serving me and my family. I will go into later on about all the symptoms that come with it, but it has changed my metaphysical and physical body for sure, for the highest and greatest good, with grace and with ease, for my divine blessings, for my guidance, for my assistance, for me, and then to when I choose to assist the collective. But I'll tell you, it does something to your psychic abilities. It opens, it expands it. The physical body is drained. So I had to be working on my kidneys. I've worked on my reproductive system. It did attack my reproductive system. Thank God I've been doing womb healings for over 7 years now, that I was able to take care of my own womb. I strengthened my reproductive, my pelvic floor muscles. I had to work on my ovaries. I had to work on my cervix. I had to work on my complete reproductive system. I had to go back to my universe, strengthen, and because it got altered by this illness. And I saw it and I go, what the hell happened? I had to go back and restructure it. And then also I saw, as I was working on my body, the spleen was affected. The adrenals are affected. The nervous system is affected. Your nerves, your optics, your eyeballs hurt. The scalp, it hurts and then expands and you feel like you have to scratch it. Like there's all this like stimulation going on. At least this is what happened to me. Again, these are my things. I'm not saying it's for everyone else. Again, this is just my story that I want to share because I want to remind my children that when everything's even out of whack in the body, in the world, that you have power. You got to claim it again. You got to restore. You got to be brave and confident. Even when you're scared or you feel a little nervous, man, you got to feel and find your power again and stand up and proclaim it and pull in your personal power, increase that life force energy and live in clarity of thought. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of people think that, oh, you should be back and going. I mean, I'm amazed how I'm able to do what I'm doing. I'm not at the same powerhouse of 150% because that's what I run at. And that's what everyone's used to. Everyone. And this is very humbling for me. I believe this is what God is showing me, that it's okay that even when I'm not at 150%, I'm at 50% right now. And I'm still able to do great and mighty things for myself, for the collective, for my family. When I had it, I was still cleaning the house. I was still tending to my children, cooking us meals, washing the laundry, disinfecting the home. I have 3 kids. I have a husband. So even though I was sick, couldn't move, I was going through it. I'm going to tell you, this is not a flu. This is not a cold. Don't expect to recover. Some people, I have family members that caught COVID, and it took them months to feel like themselves again. I have my own best friend, my husband's best friend, and they're in different states, okay? Didn't have a very great recovery as quickly either. So I am counting my blessings because I am able to do the little bit that I'm able to do. Yes, it drains me. I'll tell you that. But I'm listening to my body. This is causing me to go, oh, shit, I'm tired. My body's aching. I can feel it. Go lay down. Go lay down. I'm like, oh, man, but I have so much work to do. I have so much to catch up on. But that's the old Jessica. The new Jessica goes, that shit can just wait. You need to take care of you, and then you can get it done. And I'm like, okay. So, like, even yesterday, I was working on these. Right here, all these roller balls. Right now, I'm having to seal them, and I'm going to seal them right now. And I was jamming because, see, I do a lot of energy work. My stuff isn't just to be cute, like Bed Bath & Beyond or Bath & Body or Victoria's Secret's perfumes, and those are wonderful. I put a lot of energy and intention in what I do, and I work with a lot of frequency. So as I was channeling and doing sound frequencies through my voice, through my Tingsha symbols, through my bells, I also have sound frequency running in the space. I use my wand as I'm making these things. I'm mixing. I'm proclaiming power for everyone. I always say, whomever uses this formulation, I put blessings and I put intentions through all the techniques that I've learned and been trained in throughout my life, and place it into all my products. And as I was working, I'm healing. I'm able to breathe. I can do sound mantras. I can do things that I couldn't do not too long ago. All because I've tapped into God's source. I've tapped into the universal consciousness, to the cosmic connection. I've tapped into my higher self. I'm tapping into my ancient wisdom. I'm tapping into the techniques and the modalities that have been given to me. I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you've never had an energy session, you don't have to get it from me. Consider it. I am so glad I learned all these things because it has saved me again. Oh, man, you guys, I have come out of this. I'm still going through it because I'm not 150%. That's where I'm used to, running. I'm still going through it, and my faith is even more stronger. And I thought I was stronger then. My abilities more heightened, and I thought I was heightened already then. My love for life, my zest for life, my love and respect for the planet and for the people is heightened even more. And I didn't even think that it could. So you got to stare at your difficulties and you have to make a choice. Do I let it break me or do I break free? And I choose to break free. And so I just wanted to share like what's been going on. This consciously opening visions intuitively, dimensionally has done some great and powerful things. They're telling me what I need to do for my family. And I'm glad the visions that I was given in 2020 and 2019 served me when I caught the sea, right? And so everything, because I chose to withdraw myself from the family and live in my van in the time that I had some crazy ass fevers, guys. Oh my God, these fevers are nuts. And I was living in my van, and I chose to do that because I did not want to be in my family's space. I wanted to give my children and my husband a chance to possibly not catch it, because my best friend, she caught it, and her kids got a little bit of symptoms, and then her husband had it, but it would never test positive on the test for him. And so I was like, well, then I'll just withdraw myself from everyone so that way I can protect them. And there is no sorrow. There is no bitterness. There's no resentment. It's all good. I loved it. I got to see Colorado skies. So fucking beautiful. It was like a painting of an artist. I would open up the garage in the morning. So my routine was when it got very cold, I would close the garage and then I'd crack it just to keep a little open. And I would leave the slide doors open so I could have ventilation. And I would sleep. And then I would wake up. And my favorite part was to wake up and hear nature resounding such beautiful healing frequencies of sound of what their existence is, and getting to see the sun rise and seeing the different cotton candy colors and blues and oranges and yellows and seeing the butterflies flying around me. It was beautiful, even in my fucking craziness of high fever, sores in my mouth. I want to throw up. At some point I did end up throwing up. I went through some really major purging, and yet I was in complete fucking gratitude. I was loving the moment. And I told my husband I must have grown up, because the old Jessica would have been, it would not have been good. But I was like, this is beautiful. I'm alive. I got to go sit out in my yard, touch the grass, sit on there and speak to Mother Earth. I felt so connected to Mother Earth. I was like, Mother Earth, you're amazing. You're beautiful. You're so gracious. You're so kind. You're so abundant and fruitful and good to us. You're powerful. You're mighty. You're majestic. And yet you're merciful. And so it was such a great experience. Even being alone, I had to be alone. No one with me. I'm in darkness, and I was comfortable. I was at peace. And then I had to use all the things that I was channeled with. Or like, you're going to have all these things because things are going to get real on this planet, and you need to take care of your family. You need to know how to live off the grid. You need to know what to do when there is going to be an internet apocalypse or a complete electrical shutdown, or there's going to be more restrictions that are going to be bestowed upon society, and you're going to have to figure out how to live and thrive even at the moment that they're going to divide you guys, the moment that they're going to shut everything down again. You need to know how to live. And thankfully, right before my husband, I had this boyfriend who was military, and he taught me how to do bug out bags. He taught me how to clean guns. He taught me how to load them. He taught me how to live. And he told me, He said, one day, Jessica, he goes, you're a leader. And he goes, and you're going to help many. But you need to know how to help yourself. You need to know how to help your family, number one. And when the time comes and you need to help others, you'll know what to do. So he taught me our dates back in the days to go to meetups and for us to learn how to survive, because he was military in Italy. And so he wanted me to know how to protect my family. It was wonderful. So for years before the pandemic, I have bug out bags. I got things stored in different places outside of my house, things that he's taught me to how to protect my family. I get the C word, right? I get positive with it. I was ready for this, man. I was living off the land. I was using all the techniques, all the lessons, all the tools that I had purchased in 2019 and 2020, and I was using it at that moment. And I was like, whoa, I'm practicing and putting in right now what they're showing me you need to do to protect yourself and take care of yourselves. And so I'm going to share with you guys, it's wonderful that you can have big ass houses. I got one too. It's great that you can have cars. I got them too. It's great to have all this material. It's amazing. I got it too. But when you're sick, that can't save your ass. It just doesn't. Or when you're not sick and everything gets shut down, some of it can kind of help you. But you're going to have your faith. You're going to have to know how to barter. You're going to have some talents, some skill sets, some trades. I am so grateful that I have all these abilities and skill sets and talents and education and training and life experiences that are helping me, and they're going to help me going forward. And so I'm just sharing. There's a lot going on. I want to go into so much depth of detail of what I'm seeing, but those that are going to be doing sessions with me, they're most likely they're going to hear it. And those that have been doing it, they've been preparing themselves. They've been doing it themselves, and they're in different parts of the world. I don't just work with people in Colorado. I'm global, and I'm very, very honored and very proud that I am. And so I'm telling people, you want to make sure that you prepare yourself, and it could be maybe not this year. It could be in a year from now. It could be 2 years from now. It could be 5 years from now. People are making some solid changes, you guys. They're selling their houses. They're moving out to different types of states because they're following their intuition. We're all born with intuition. And listen, follow, because every time it has saved my ass. That's why I designed the Intuitive Senses Workshop, because I'm trying to teach you guys what I was taught from my family. That was not through a book. That was not through a school. It was taught from our ancestors. That was passed to me. And I said, I am learning. As a young little girl, I was like, I will learn. I knew that I needed to learn. I'm going to tell you, my grandmother's prayers have been continuously protecting me and supporting my household. I love my grandma. She's a freaking angel. She came to me. I had a couple people that have crossed over that came to me during the time that I've been ill to communicate with me. Oh, so beautiful. I was like, damn, I wish I had more of these visits, but I've been so busy. Busy for whatever reason. I can make up all kinds of, and I'm sure you guys all have the same list. But it's been amazing through this consciously opening visions intuitively, dimensionally, that I've been able to connect to my family, to my pets. I even got to see, check this out, you guys. I was in another timeline this morning, and I have another pet, and it's beautiful. It's like a orange striped cat with white paws, and he had white right here on his nose, white fur, like if there were like almost like a little circle cloud, like a little cloud on his nose. And I could feel him literally, his paw was doing this to my face. And I grabbed his paw and I kissed it. And I could feel his warmth. I could feel the skin, like the roughness of his paw. I could smell him. And I go, oh my God, I get to visit my pet in a different timeline. And this pet was just showing me love. And the funny thing is the pet knew that I was me in the body, but that I was also another version of myself intertwined. You know. It's been crazy. It's been amazing. I'll tell you, I don't regret any of this. And I know this has all been for my highest and greatest good. Like I was telling my husband this morning, I go, oh my God, babe. I go, I can't do the things that I want to do. Like I have all this power in my brain. I feel so, God, I feel different. I feel very heroic. I feel very connected to God's source. I feel very like intertwined with my starseed families, like more so than I've ever. And I go, it's okay. I feel like they're keeping me like, keep her like here, because then if not, she'll be just all over the place. So we can keep communicating with her, so we can keep channeling and talking to her, showing her what to do, how to prepare for what's to come. And I'm bummed when I saw that there is going to be, and this has been told to me in 2019 and 2020, those that have been with me and watching this video will know, because I was being channeled while I was working with them when we're doing cosmic journeys or elite duels, or Reiki deluxes. They know, or when I'm doing readings, period. So you guys have already seen, I think that's why they've been with me for all these years, is because they've seen that what I've been given was real. And it takes a lot of confidence. It takes a lot of courage and peace and perseverance to share things that are not comfortable, that you don't have proof of. And then all of a sudden it starts to come into fruition, you know? And so I would tell everyone that if you do happen to get consciously open, visually, intuitively, dimensionally, that it's your power of your brain, it's the power of your faith, wherever that is. Know who the fuck you are, know your faith, know where you stand, proclaim your power, do what you need to do that you've been taught by your ancestors or that you've learned through school or studies or life experiences. Use it and make the choice to not survive, but to fucking thrive, to be thankful you're alive, to be at peace even when things are not peaceable. And prepare yourselves, you guys. I was telling one of my girls, well, Sally, we were talking, I was like, yeah, I'm going to share on a video eventually when I have more time. I'm going to share about what I've used. I'm not recommending, I'm not being sponsored, but I'm going to share what I've used that helped me to get where I'm at today. But I was telling her, I am going to have to buy like some Costco size, because we're a family of 5. So you have to imagine all the vitamin D3, the zinc with elderberry, vitamin D, E, C, multivitamins, quercetin, ashwagandha, biotin. I'm taking a cell generator. My TriGuard, like I have to buy, like we used it all up, which is great because look what it did. It served its purpose. Have your foods, have good fucking foods, you guys. Even if you're meatitarians, vegetarians, you're vegans, have really good, solid, good food in your lives. Have your spinach, have your tomatoes, have your grapes, have your pineapple, have your acai, have your dragon fruit, have your oranges, apples. I mean, this food, God is amazing. Nature is beautiful. It's a doctor that it gives us these foods so that we could use to feed our chakra systems, to feed our physical body, to heal our brain. Like I'm munching on walnuts. They're amazing for the brain. I'm eating my almonds. I'm having my dates in my oatmeal with raisins, and I'm living the dream, man. I'm living life. And I'm just sharing this because I'm like, well, it served me. It's helped me, a family of 5 that all caught it. And we're thriving. And I'm thankful. I'm honored because I know that it's really universe's divine mercy and grace and plan for my family. I know that's not for everyone. And my heart goes out to those that don't have my story. I can't imagine. I've seen people, I've known people that when they caught it, half of their family was wiped out. Or their parents were gone. Sad fucking stories. So I'm sharing these things to show you how the mind works, how the emotions work, how energy is fucking amazing. Because we are frequency, we are energy. Everything is a frequency. You don't believe me? Look at freaking Tesla. Look at Elon Musk. Look at Albert Einstein. Look at these amazing scientists. Stephen Hawking was even sharing things. Ancient aliens, fuck it. You know, it's out there. And then we have landmarks all throughout the planet, strategically placed, connecting to the constellations. Everything's like an antenna. Everything's a frequency. Things are happening for us, through us, breaking us to build us right back up. So what I'm saying is that even when things can be difficult, it's all up to you on how you choose to view it. I'm looking at life in many multiple perspectives, and I liked doing it then, but I am really enjoying doing it now. My mind has definitely expanded. my values are shifting. And I thought I had pretty good values then. But no, I'm seeing really what's of value for me. And I'll tell you guys this. Your dominant frequency is going to attract whatever it is. I kept saying, divine source. I pray when I work on everyone every single day. So you have to imagine I do 8 to 10. Well, I was doing 10-hour shifts. I just changed that. I'm now doing 8 hours. I was doing 10-hour shifts and taking care of people. And I love it. I love what I do. I'm so blessed and grateful that I can do this for people. But also, because of this, I would always say, oh, I open up my crown consciousness. I want to connect. I'm tapping into my telepathic ability. I'm able to connect to my higher self from other dimensions. Like I do a lot of intentions that pull me out of my comfort zone. And I've always been this way, especially back in the day when I was a Christian Bible study teacher. And I've done so many things throughout my life. I've always taught. And people would say, why would you pray for that? Like, watch what you're asking for. I have the balls, man. That's the difference between us. I have the balls to fucking ask. I'm not afraid. Why am I here then? I'm in a place of awareness and awakeness that I want to know what I need to learn, what's really behind the veil. And I am seeing multiple dimensions of realities intertwined in the same face right now, the same phase of life. And I'm like, what the? This is crazy. But it's so humbling. It's so synergistic. It's doing something really good in me right now. And I'm really excited to get back into the office because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so passionate as is, but I'm going to come in with a different frequency for my people. I'm so excited to take care of my people. I can't wait because I know they showed me certain people that I haven't yet met and people that I'm already taking care of, showing me what their lives are going to, how they're going to transform. And I'm so grateful that I get to be a part of that story. It's like, wow, I'm watching certain people that I'm friends with here right now on Facebook that I've treated. And I was able to share what God Source told me to tell them. And they're fulfilling it right now. And I'm like, oh my God. And so when they know my commands, because I speak my commands out loud, I want you guys to be comfortable. So I don't want you guys to feel all weird or scared about what I'm doing. So I'm very vocal. And so I'll say, and now I shall witness is part of my command. Now I shall witness. I'm seeing certain people, their businesses, their coaching businesses have taken off in the roof. They're exploding. I'm seeing women that are now leaders of retreats. They're calling in their millionaire energy. I am seeing people that I've taken care of that have new relationships, wonderful family connections. And I'm like, I got to witness. I got to be a part of that command. I was the conduit of the life force given to them. I am grateful. So I know that I'm here. I'm supposed to be here. I'm meant to continue to do my soul's purpose. And I'm loving every minute, every moment, every breath I take. I'm in complete gratitude. Even when people are challenging. And I trust me, you guys, even though I was sick, I had people giving me some shit. Which is why you'll probably see why I've been writing the way I've been writing. Because I was being channeled for myself as I was healing from their fucked up things that they were saying to me. Their projections, their curses that they were placing upon me because they're so fucked up that they wanted me to be fucked up while I was down. I was like, oh, you bitch, you came and attacked me when I am down. And then I rose like the phoenix out of the ashes and I fucking burned. And I was like, fuck you. Fuck you. I didn't say it. But my energy, my power did. And so I'm just, I don't know. I'm telling you right now, I'm just a whole other woman and I'm loving it. And so I wish you all a beautiful day today. It's my 7-year wedding anniversary. I was telling my husband, I'm like, God, baby, we have gone through so much. We've moved from different states. We've lived through fires, some major earthquakes, some major global events, pandemic, family deaths, friend deaths, births, building businesses together, doing these things. I mean, we've gone through so much. I love him. He is my most compatible soulmate, and I got him. So grateful. I'm like, oh man, My husband and I, we've done things that couples would never even dare try to do. And we're stronger and more unified. We're fucking in love, like crazy love. I'm like, I can't believe we've been married 7 years, together 8 years, and I'm so into him. He's so into me. We have a beautiful family. Every time that we've gone through weathering the storm, we've umbrellaed together for ourselves, for each other, for our kids, for our business. I'm very happy I get to be with my husband today. I'm going to just finish this up. I'm going to seal some things. I'm prepping a couple Intuitive Senses workshop boxes so that way when they place the order, I don't have to be rebuilding it because it takes a day to put everything together. I'm very detailed about what I want to give to people because I want you to freaking tick off. I want you to launch. I want you to be the badass that you came here to be. So I tell people, I'm like the one in the video game that you go to, like the Oracle, or you had to earn so many points in your mission, and then you come to me, and you're like, okay, what do I need? And I'm like, okay, what do you need? Here, these are the tools. Boom, 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 boom. Because you followed through on your mission, now Divine is going to level you up. Here, boom, switch, activate, open, restore you, transform you. And I'm like, okay, now go do your thing. Bye. So I love my life. I'm living a really good life. So yes, you guys, I'm sorry. I can't do phone calls right now. When I get these moments of energy burst, I get on here just to record, to document. So I know what I've been going through behind the scenes. And this is also a way of encouraging me and my kids. And hopefully those that are going through something challenging or difficult, a loss, a lack of peace at moments, but you got to call it back. You got to find it. I want to tell you guys really quick. My 6-year-old, she's a trip. She's so insightful. She says, Mommy, she had so many questions the other day, and I was just tending to her, showering her and helping her out and just answering all her questions. She wanted to know so many things. But one thing she said that I'll share with you guys, she says, Mom, how do you know that the choices you make aren't going to be the bad ones? I said, you don't. That's life. That's what's so interesting about life, sweetheart. I told her, you make the choices, and some of them are bad mistakes. You may feel they're bad mistakes, but I go, those are the most triumphant moments. And she's like, why? I said, because you learn more. At least for me, I told her, my mistakes that people will call mistakes, I don't call them mistakes. I just don't. That's left my vocabulary 7 years ago. I call them that they're my life experiences, like my shadow moments. So what? That's what we came here to do. My soul came here to experience everything so I can gain, so I can learn, so I can expand, so I can grow, so I can elevate, so I can be strengthened. And so I was telling my daughter, I said, honey, I go, you don't know. That's kind of like the surprise in life. You don't know if certain choices you're going to make aren't going to be always the greatest, but sometimes the best comes out of those moments that aren't that great. And I told her sometimes those are the moments that I think about when I used to teach Bible study, where they said, rejoice in your tribulations. And I was like, what the hell? That's like some like crazy shit. Like, why would you say that? Because when you rejoice in your tribulations, you're learning something powerful. And then you discover how strong you really are. How tenacious you can be. How you can persevere. How confident you become. How comfortable you are in your skin. And I love all the wonderful times too. Like, I love it both. That's the yin and the yang of life, right? And so I'm teaching that to my little girl. And she just, since we had this talk, we had like over a 4-hour conversation, her and I. She had so many questions about life. And I love that I was able to be present, that I'm alive, that I can bestow my experiences. I share everything in story with everyone. I'm a parable teacher because they're mine. And what you will gain from it is whatever it is that you're meant to receive as your message from Divine and for your soul's purpose. But it's been really good because I know people have been asking how I've been doing and how come I'm not coming back? How come I'm not doing things as quickly? How come I'm not this? And I'm like, babies, you don't know. That's okay. You're not experiencing it. And everyone experiences this illness in their own way because we have different DNA and we have different schedules. Like, yeah, maybe I could have rebounded quicker, but I have a family to take care of. My children needed me. I have a business that I have to do things slowly behind the scenes because I had so much backed up since I was in bed. And then I'm outside. I'm out in nature because that is my medicine. I don't know how to explain how fucking happy I am. I don't know how to express how thankful I am. I don't know how to share the expansion that's happening, but it's there and it's real. And I guess I just want to share with my kids, if they watch this video, is that, you know, life is always full of surprises, and you may even plan accordingly. You may do all the right measures, whatever that may be in your perspective or society may tell you. And things may not always go the way that you hope. But my loves, you got to be adaptable. You got to persevere. You got to feel the moment, experience it. Once you do, shake it off and be like, now what am I going to do today? How am I going to address this? And you got to be in a gratitude attitude even when it's a shit storm right now. The planet is in a shit storm, but it's going to get better. It has to go through the shit storm. And our lives, every one of us are experiencing our own version of a shitstorm, and it's very real to each and every one of us. But I'll tell you, you got to be adaptable. You got to have faith. You got to know who the fuck you are, because people, even when you're down, they're going to come and kick you in your fucking stomach and tell you otherwise. And you still got to say, fuck you. I'm greater than that. I'm stronger than that. I am blessed. I'm anointed. I'm protected. I'm divinely blessed. Don't you tell me that I'm this. That's you, not me. You got to find your courage. You got to find your voice, even though it's shaking or you can't breathe. You got to do it. So anyways, thank you guys. I felt like I just needed to put this out there. I know a couple people had some fucked up things to say. And I was telling my husband, but it shows me where they're at. It shows me their level of experience, where they haven't grown because they're afraid. And they want to project their nasty shit on me. And I won't accept it. I won't absorb it. I won't allow it. And that's something I had to learn, especially with this illness. I can't believe some people would say some nasty ass shit. And don't assume, you guys. Don't assume, oh, well, this person's this way. You don't know. You don't know. People thought, oh, well, you're screwed because you weren't around people. Bullshit. I had my therapist coming here every month, working on my physical body. I was with my husband's family, his best friend, and his people. We're out traveling. I'm out in the world. I'm enjoying myself. Just because I'm not showing it all the time on Facebook, or because I'm not with everyone, I don't feel that need. I'm very comfortable being alone, and I'm very comfortable with being with my family, and I'm very comfortable with the life that I've created. And so don't assume with people. It gets annoying. And I'm saying that because it's not just me that had it. It's my friends that were sharing that they were going through it too. And I just felt like, I think it's a human behavior. I think it's this thing that we think we know it all. And we want to tell everyone how they should be. You know what? You guys learn what you guys want to learn from whatever my story is. But I'm not here to tell you guys how to do you. Do you, man. Enjoy your life. You came here for your reason. And for your reason alone, as I did the same for me. But I won't allow others to make me feel bad or try to talk down on me anymore. That shit's gone. That bitch is gone. So good luck to those who want to go ahead and start some shit with me. It ain't going to happen. But I love you guys. And I love my family. I love you kids. I love you, my husband. And I just want you to know that no matter what is going on, the whole motherfucking world can be on fire. It can be burning. It could be going through some shit. But my love for you guys is unconditional. It's unlimited. It will travel with you in time. I love you guys. And thank you, friends and family, for being there and being so beautiful and loving and caring and speaking blessings upon my household. I see you. I remember you. I will not forget. I'll tell you that. I will not forget. That was so funny. It looked like a domino effect. Anyways, have a beautiful day. Enjoy life, you guys. Stand up for yourself. Think for yourselves. And be you. Without everyone else telling you how to be. Be you. And tell everyone to fuck off. And if you don't tell them to fuck off, because I'm sometimes trying not to say shit like that, because I hurt people's feelings without even having to curse. Just be me. But sometimes you gotta tell them to fuck off. Anyways, love you guys. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to enjoy my beautiful wedding anniversary, and I'm going to enjoy this day. Take care, everyone. Bye.